outcome. You guys won it, but what you like about that final possession?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got to a good spot. Somewhere I was able to get to throughout the second half, the game, and I thought I got to a good spot, put one up on the rim, but it just didn't fall.
Cooper, this was kind of your first time at your natural position. What were your thoughts in that role tonight?
I thought, we just played natural. I thought I still got a little sticky at times, but I think we have to keep working on moving the ball, getting organized, and just attacking mismatches. But I think we could have been a little bit better organized tonight.
Do you feel like that change of being a little bit better organized was directly from kind of the starting lineup change, and y'all put D'Lo in there and you shifted a few spots over?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Whatever it is, but I still think we could have been a lot better being organized. I still thought there was a lot of possessions where, we had guys in the wrong spots. We got to fill our spots that we want to get to, that we have mapped out in practice and whatnot in our game plan. And I think when we get to our spacing and we get into stuff that we want to get to, we get good looks.
It's just the space feel offensively. Like, does it feel like you have room to do what you want to do?
I think it goes back to what I said. When we get into our spots, the way we practice our spacing and get organized the way we want to get organized, I think we do get the right shots and we do get the right amount of space to, have guys create and get downhill. So I think, like I said, just got to be more organized.
You were very noticeably getting downhill in the fourth quarter. Was it a mindset shift at all, or just kind of taking what was there?
That's just what was working. We had guys all around just getting to the rim, getting in the paint, making plays off 2 feet. So it's just something that we were trying to emphasize, and it was working. So.
Max was just in here. He mentioned the message in the locker room. Just keep at it. The ship isn't sinking. Just from where you stand, how do you think the locker room is handling just the disappointing start?
Yeah, I think Max said it fine. For me, it's the most I've lost since I think ever. So it's obviously a lot different, and you have to adapt to just playing a lot more games and get used to that. But I wouldn't say anybody's happy. Guys obviously are trying to stay level-headed and know that we got a lot more games to go and it's still really early. But I'm speaking personally. I know it's not fun to just keep losing games. So I'd like to make a change and hopefully start making steps in the right direction.
Cooper, you touch on these emotions that you're kind of feeling for the first time in your career, but I see you after every game going to get photos with fans and making the most of these moments for little kids. So as an 18-year-old, that's just kind of uncommon for you to naturally think to do that. How you instilled that in you?
I think I'm 18. I'm not that far removed from being those kids and being a fan at an NBA game. So I think for me, it's just about win or loss is one thing. Obviously, you have to be competitive in that, right, and be focused on that. But that doesn't or can't take away from giving back to the people that are there to support you. And so that's kind of what that is for me. Like I said, I'm not that far removed from being those kids and wanting an autograph or wanting a picture with players when I was younger. So I know what it is. I know what it's like to be there and support somebody and how much it can mean and even change somebody's life just to stop and say hello.
And you've had a bunch of tough matchups over the last couple of games. Tonight, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Asar, and Ahmed Thompson. How's kind of your first, last 7 days kind of been just going to get some of those tough defenders?
Yeah, like you said, some great defenders, some great competitors. So I think it's been fun, just to be able to compete at a high level. And I think there's a lot I can, look back on and a lot of film to watch and learn from, playing against good defenders like that. So I think that it's, some good learning experiences and moments to look back on, and hopefully we'll just improve.
How do you think they're guarding you? Are they going under the screens? Do you think they're going after the ball?
I'll just say a lot of guys are just being physical. That's the biggest thing. The guys being physical, trying to, force physicality, the guys that have been in the league for a couple of years. So just got to get used to it, play through some physicality, and finish through it.
With PJ Washington, he's someone who you've spent a lot of time with on the floor to begin this season. What have you thought overall? What have you thought of his finishing? What's made him so dominant in the paint? And what do you like about that on-court duo between y'all two?
Yeah, I love playing with PJ. He's a competitor, a fierce competitor. He's always playing really, really hard. That's one thing you can always count on. Always making the right play, getting downhill, whether it's finishing, passing. You know, he's just been really efficient, you know, attacking the basket and using his shoulders, using his size to finish at the rim. So, I mean, it's been a joy. It's been so much fun to play with PJ. You know, I'm looking forward to continuing to play with him, and hopefully we'll turn things around and just continue to compete.